Hi, my name is Aaron Hartman. This is my video submission for the New Threats to Freedom Scholarship Program, and my video will be in reference to the Max Borders video and article. Relatively, what he was trying to say is that right now in America what we need is deregulation. Deregulation of government intervention in the business sector. And though a socialist government and government regulation can get tricky sometimes, regulation is definitely necessary. To start out with a couple of points that I'd like to make, he uses his example of his one-time venture as an entrepreneur selling barbecue sauce as, the focal point for his message. And that opens us up to the fallacy that if it happened to him, it's going to happen to everyone. That every entrepreneur will become discouraged with the way things are set up now. That's just simply not true. Oddly enough, that's not the issues that I take up with his position. I have two issues that I take up with his position. The first being that within the food industry, we need regulation. If we didn't, we'd go back to, pre-Teddy Roosevelt, where in the meatpacking plants in Chicago, we were literally killing animals on the floor. We had viruses and the unsanitary measures as a constant. The spreads of tuberculosis, the flu, pneumonia, all deadly diseases at the time were being concentrated by the food market because there was no government regulation. From that, we got the CDC, the USDA, and we got all these government regulations which were meant to protect us as Americans. So to go back to this barbecue sauce example, without that regulation, I'd be able to go in my kitchen right now and make some barbecue sauce with pretty much anything I wanted. Eye drops, pills, anything. I could do it, and then I could sell it and no one would know. So government regulation is definitely necessary, especially when dealing with people's health. Second point I need to make is about the economic standpoint that he takes, that with these new bigger businesses, they can afford to do the regulations, which is true, but it's not the regulations which you should be attacking. It's actually the businesses who can afford it. Within the deregulation sector of the Reagan administration and following with the Clinton and Bush administrations, we have seen a dramatic upflow of the American wealth. A new study performed by Duke University and the Harvard Economic faction has produced evidence that 90% of America's wealth is flowing to the top 1% of our population. That's sad. The fact that we have all these companies out there and all these people who are making millions and millions of dollars taking jobs away from these mom and pop stores, these small businesses, and the things that really classify America as America. For instance, he wants to talk about how deregulation helps entrepreneurial ability. That's historically, that's shown to be false. We have, in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, some of the highest government regulation in the business sector that we've ever seen. That is what is unprecedented regulation of the business sector. And also at the time, we have the mom and pop stores. We have, the delis, the pharmacies. We don't have CVS, Rite Aid. We don't have Walmart. We don't have McDonald's. We don't have Burger King, Taco Bell. What we have is we have mom and pop stores. We have Woolworths, not Walmart. And that is the big difference. So he can rant and rave about how he can't get his barbecue sauce thing together, but if he was really determined to do that, he could. The real problem is the business giants who are currently attempting to run a plutocracy over the rest of us. He shouldn't be mad at the government for trying to protect him and his rights. He should be mad at the business giants who aren't allowing him to move forward with his success as an entrepreneur, as a businessman. That is where the problem lays.